Hello, students and scholars. Today in Module 5, Day 19, the topic of add and subtract fractions with the focus question of how do you solve word problems involving the addition or subtraction of fractions. You will be asked on slide C to draw a quantity or the relationship of fractions with the focus of adding and subtracting fractions. In order to do that, on reference page, you can see on the left-hand corner 4. You have been given the directions of how to draw in slides. Today in this video, I will show you 3 ways of how to draw in slides. First, we'll create a Google Draw. Second, we'll insert a table or a shape into a slide. And finally, we'll open a Google Jamboard. And in this Google Jamboard, we'll copy the link and share it on a slide. Let's begin. You'll see on slide C of the introduction or launch that you will be asked to draw. And you'll be asked to think about or draw the quantities and relationships as you represent fractions, with the focus of adding and subtracting fractions. So I'll leave this slide open so that I can model for you how to use or draw in Google Slides, insert a table, and use a Google Jamboard and share the link. For the purposes of this video, I'll stick with just one fraction. I'd like to represent or model 1/2 using the different models or representations that were taught in this module: a number line, a number bond, a tape diagram, or an area model. Let's begin. So I'm going to create a Google Draw. And it says here in slides, click File, New, and scroll down to Drawing. So I'm going to click on File. Then I'll scroll down to New. And on the right-hand side, I'll scroll down to Drawing, which is a red square with a white square and a white circle. I'll click on Drawing, and in this new window, I can draw. I can model or represent a fraction. According to the directions, I'll click right back here. It says our next step is to click Insert, Line, and Scribble. So I'll click on this new drawing. I'll click Insert, go down to Line. And on the right-hand side, I'll click on this new window and I'll click on Scribble, which is the last option. Scribble looks like just a scribbly line. Once I clicked on Scribble, I have a pen or pencil with my mouse. So I'll begin with number bond, which is also in this Module 5 unit. I know that a number bond, I'll start by clicking on my mouse and holding it to draw a circle. Then I can click on my mouse and hold one line and a second line, and then draw 2 circles here. I can put one hole on the top and 1/2 in each section. Once I click on 1/2 and 1 hole, I now have a full number bond. And since I'm drawing or representing a number bond, I'm going to title by clicking on the left corner, Number Bond. According to the directions right here on reference slide 4, it says save as a JPEG file and insert it into your slide. So I'm going to slide C here, and I'm going to go to my number bond drawing, clicking File, then down to Download, and on the right-hand side, I can see JPEG, JPEG. I'll click on JPEG, and this will create my number bond in the form of a JPEG. Now on slide C, I can drag my JPEG drawing into the blue section or the white graph paper. I can click on the left-hand corner and drag to the center so that I can minimize it and my teacher can see my number bond. According to the directions, this is one way of drawing on Google Draw. A second way, according to reference slide 4, is that I can insert a table or a shape. So I'll go to slide C here, and it says click Insert. And remember, you can use the paint can to add a color or make the shape transparent. I'll click on slide C, and again, I'll click Insert. I'll go down to a table, and for the purposes of this lesson, I want to represent 1/2. 1, 2 parts. Click and let go. Now I have a table. I can minimize by clicking on the left corner and dragging to the center. I now have a tape diagram. I can click on one section, and this will allow me to click on the paint can, which is in the center of the toolbar. Click Fill Color and choose a color that I would like to fill one section. Here I have 1/2. I have a number bond, which I'm just going to push down to the corner. And I also have a tape diagram, which represents a fraction. The final way in our reference page on page 4 is to open a Jamboard. So I'm going to open a Jamboard. It says to use the matrix and click on Jamboard. So students, I know in Google Classroom, you have your drive. So you can click on your drive or any Google page and click on the matrix. Then go down to a Google Jam. Once I have a Google Jam, I'll open a new jam by pressing plus. This will allow me to create any drawing. I suggest using the pen on the top corner. This will allow you to draw. But feel free to use any shape by using the circle and then expanding on the various shapes. I'll draw here, and I can draw a number line by creating an arrow, one line across, and another arrow. For the purposes of this lesson, I'm just going to focus on 1/2. So I'll draw one line for 0, a final line on the right-hand corner for 1, and a center line for 1/2. And I'll remember to draw and label. This is a number line, so I'll title this Jamboard Number Line and press OK. According to the directions on reference page 4, I can click Share, copy the link, and add it to my slide. So I'll go to my Google Jamboard. Here's that Jamboard icon, and I'll click Share, which is the blue box on the top right corner. Once I click Share, it says to copy the link. So here's the copy link button. Once I click the copy link button, it is automatically copied. I'll go to the slide that I want to share my drawing with my teacher, which is slide C. And I'll click on anywhere on this blue section. And once I click there, I can now paste my link. I can paste by clicking Edit and going down to Paste, or I can click Command or Control V. So once I click Command V or Control V, my teacher now has my link of my Google Jamboard. Just so that you can see, as a teacher, I would just copy this link, open a new window, and now I have access to your Google Jamboard. So today, I've shown you 3 ways that you can draw in Google Slides. You can draw using Google Draw, which is what we just used here. You can draw also using a Google Jamboard and share the link. And we also, in our slide, drew by inserting a table. Scholars and students, I'm excited to see your drawings in your slide today of slide C as you add and subtract fractions. Feel free to watch this video and place comments for support.